For a country with slogans like Pura Vida and without artificial ingredients, Costa Rica isn't an easy place to find organic produce. In fact, the average Costa Rican citizen consumes more than 6 pounds of pesticides in food every year, and more than 20% of the population is obese. People in Costa Rica, both expats and locals, seek local options for organic fruits, veggies, and other produce. Many take advantage of farmers markets and make sure that to stock up on locally grown vegetables and other products, but these usually take place just once a week. A craving for healthy food on a Tuesday is tough to satisfy, but it seems that quenching that craving is getting easier to do, or at least finding out where to quench that craving. Upward Spirals has recently completed an organic directory for Costa Rica, a free collection of 60 and growing locations around Costa Rica to buy organic produce. The directory is a collaborative work by Upward Spirals and the community of Costa Rica. It's part of their objective to strengthen and amplify the efforts of those working to build a regenerative, local, and organic food system. They believe that helping people buy healthy food strengthens communities, reduces environmental impacts, improves animal welfare, and brings integrity to our purchases and food consumption. It's my pleasure to welcome to the show the co-founders of Upward Spirals, Eric Baldy and Happy Robert. How are you doing today?
We're doing great. Very excited to be here.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us on the show.
No worries, no worries. Can you go into depth about your organization, what it does, and your mission at Upward Spirals?
We're building the most powerful knowledge and collaboration tools possible to magnify the efforts of all projects working to bring humanity back into balance with nature. Upward Spirals teaches people how to better work together and how to create healthy, sustainable communities. Through upgrading our economic and food systems, we can do a better job providing for the needs of people and nature.
More and more people are becoming aware of the need to think systemically and act strategically. Farmers understand this well. When a tree is sick, you don't look at the leaves, you look at the roots. By approaching the economic and food challenges in this way, we're incredibly effective.
Our mission is to increase the efficacy of environmental leadership and education through facilitating collaboration, resource sharing, and skills development.
We believe that working effectively together and sharing our knowledge and resources with each other, our entire movement can be much more impactful.
So we focus on building tools and systems that make it easy for us to work together on projects and that help us learn from each other. These tools assist world-changing projects and communities to maximize their efficiency in order to collaboratively create the future we want to see. A more healthy, thriving, and regenerative society for ourselves and generations to come. Together, we have all the knowledge and resources we need to upgrade our economic and food systems. We just need to be more strategic with how we use them.
By empowering cooperative sharing economies, we are assisting people to successfully carry out alternative methods of living enriching, sustainable lifestyles.
Wow, that sounds great. Your organization sounds like you're doing a lot of positive things out there. Can you talk a little bit more about some of the projects you've taken on and accomplished with Upward Spirals?
Yeah, definitely. We have a few projects that we're happy to share. When we got to Costa Rica, we were greeted by many caring and talented people. Within the first couple of weeks of arriving to our new home, we were invited to a sustainability workshop in the area.
After the workshop, we found out there was a similar class right down the street on the same day. This split their attendance and support staff.
We quickly realized that other than word of mouth, there's no central place for people to find workshops, seminars, and classes within the country. So we made the Costa Rica Learning Calendar. Currently, we have over 8 educational events from all over the country. And the calendar is being viewed over 1,000 times a month from over 30 different countries. You can see the calendar on our website.
Our latest project is the Organic Directory, Costa Rica.
Everyone likes the option to eat healthy food. And as you mentioned, it can be very hard to find organic in the country. You know, not really for lack of organic products, because there's no way to find them anywhere.
The Organic Directory is a collaboration from people living within Costa Rica. We asked our network of organic supporters, farmers, and consumers of organics where they buy their food.
From that, we started compiling a list, we gathered details, and verified as much information as possible. And with everyone's help, we compiled the list of over 60 places to buy organic within the country. And since the article was written in the Costa Rican Times, we've received over a dozen more additions to the directory, and we'll update that shortly. Next, we're going to do a write-up of steps it took to create the directory, so others can make one in their area too. You can check out the website for current versions of the directory.
Wow, what you've done in such a short period of time shows your dedication and work ethic. What do you see as the next frontier or project for Upward Spiral?
Currently, we're working with experts around the world to co-create the most advanced sustainability change agent curriculum possible. This program teaches the most promising systemic solutions to sustainability challenges and how to implement them. Topics we cover include strategies and tactics of social movements, change management strategies, maximizing helping energy, understanding our interconnection, and much more. Once refined, the curriculum and guides will grow into a free online knowledge base and project management platform to support the creation of local sharing economies and a local organic food system. The program will become a network of solution centers that educate and organize the creation of community co-ops, community-supported agriculture, time banks, resource-sharing libraries, and community currencies.
These are some of the powerful ways we can work and share together easily, adding variety and freedom to our lives. They're a great way to build community. We get more out of what we want, spend less, all while greatly reducing humanity's impact on the environment.
The end goal of our projects is a globally networked, mutually supported, open-source, self-replicating team of passionate world changers, operating the most powerful sustainability project management and skills development tool ever made.
Wow. When it comes to nonprofit organizations, there's always those naysayers and doubters out there that basically the negative Nancy's that want to know why someone would want to do this work. For those wanting a reason, can you answer that question? Why are you doing this work?
Too many human systems are performing poorly, helping too few, and ultimately degrading the quality of life for people, wildlife, and wild places. Regardless if one's motivations come from environmentalism or self-preservation, ethics, religion, or any other belief system, it's clear significant action is required now on multiple levels.
Yeah, and like you said, it seems like a lot of groups are working that are actually working on environmental and social justice issues are very negative, and they spread, kind of messages of fear and lack.
We believe this isn't effective, and given how many groups around the world are working on promising solutions, it seems cause for a lot of hope. There are hundreds of thousands of groups working around the world to create a more beautiful future for ourselves, our children, and all life. It's a very exciting time. We feel deeply fortunate to live in this time of transition, in which we become aware of our cumulative impacts, seek and spread solutions, and build together a society worthy of the incredible beauty that surrounds us. We are creating a more beautiful future. We are solutions-focused and driven to help bring humanity back into balance with nature for all life.
We believe humans have the responsibility and opportunity to enhance nature. By working together, we can create a sustainable abundance for everyone.
In my previous work as a knowledge manager for a strategic consulting company, I saw firsthand how many of our systems are corrosive to what we care about. I'm excited by the opportunity to now use knowledge management and strategic planning to strengthen projects working to create a more beautiful world. Our team aims to contribute to the most organized and effective environmental and social justice movement yet advanced. The knowledge base and project management platform, in the hands of a global network of solution centers, represents the greatest improvement in efficiency that can currently be brought to the field.
Eating healthy and specifically organically has become very popular around the world. As I mentioned before, the average Costa Rican citizen consumes more than 6 pounds of pesticides in food every year, and more than 20% of the population is obese. How can your organization educate the local community on the importance of healthy living?
There are many reasons eating organic is important. As a consumer, I want to be in control of what I put in my body. I want to be healthy, and it starts with what I eat. When I buy a strawberry, I want to know that the strawberry, is the way nature intended. Not too many people would sip on a bottle of pesticide. So we should have a choice if it's in our food or not.
Eating organic also supports farmers to continue making high-quality food for us. And by supporting local farmers, we also strengthen communities.
Eating organic is not only healthier for us and our communities, it is also deeply impactful to our planet. It reduces pollution, improves animal welfare, and also reduces multiple environmental impacts.
One of the exciting things we do at Upward Spirals is teach people and organizations how to think more systemically, and in so doing, maximize healthfulness for themselves and their communities.
All right. Well, I know you're growing and adding more members to your team with your organization becoming a greater influence in Costa Rica. Can you talk about your newest members and talk, I guess, introduce them on the air?
I'm very excited to introduce Kenan, the newest potent change agent to join the team. Kenan is the founder of the Germination Project, an organization empowering others and redesigning the building blocks of education. He is one of more than 70 people currently helping or wanting to get more involved with Upward Spiral's work.
Thanks for the introduction, Eric. It's exciting to have found such an aligned organization down here in Costa Rica. I'm quite honored to be a part of this team of world changers. I got into this work after seeing the majority of those around me, though doing good projects, still working against each other, feeling that individual success was the only way to security. It's incredible to see how much more of an impact we have when we work together. The result of everyone's contribution to the organic directory alone will be felt decades from now. What people often don't realize is the wide variety of ways that they can contribute to projects like ours. One of our major roles as change agents is identifying those options and showing others how they can implement them towards a much better way of life, not just for tomorrow, but for today.
All right. Well, I'm hooked. I'm sure we have some listeners interested in helping your organization in one way or another. Can you talk about ways people can help and get involved?
What is so important that we as individuals know that we're also part of a whole, part of a team, and that anything from a conversation with your most influential friends to adding a listing or sharing a post is a significant contribution when we're all putting our efforts towards the same goal. The most effective ways that we have found for any and everyone to start putting all these awesome ideas into action is through our How You Can Help page at upwardspirals.net. And if you're ready to really dive in, we would love to have you on the team. We invite you to go ahead and fill out the skills and interest survey as well. This will help us best determine how what you're good at and passionate about can make the biggest difference.
Wow. Thank you very much. Eric, Happy, Kenan, thank you so much for coming on the show today and talking about your wonderful organization, Upward Spirals. For more information, as they mentioned, you can go to upwardspirals.net and get in touch with the team. Thank you again for appearing on the show.
Thank you again for having us on the show. We're very grateful for being here today.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, that wraps up another edition of This Week in Costa Rica.